Dan, tough one out there. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, yeah. First and foremost, it was. Thought he played very well. Didn't give me much chance to get into the match. You know, you can sit here the other day and just, you know, you have to believe you can win, but I think the bottom line is it's pretty obvious why he's as good as he is on that court, and he played good tennis and showed everybody on centre court why he's a contender.
Dan?
When Ollie Tyler was sitting where you were yesterday, he was saying, you know, I had to enjoy that because it's not every day you get to play a player like Carlos Alcaraz and that kind of stuff. Obviously, you're 35 compared to his 21. Are you able to enjoy that experience at all because it is a big thing, or with your dad's come back to watch it, or is it just with the way the match goes, just not enjoyable?
No, I appreciate what, like that, the chance to play on centre court again. Bottom line is I may never get another chance, and yeah, I thought about that on the court. But it's when you're 35, you've got more perspective than when you're 21. As I said before, I wanted to win the match. I believed I could win the match. I felt confident going into the match, but it's not it's just such a hard task at hand. And that's it. And I didn't enjoy the match, but I'm not going to say I enjoyed it or didn't enjoy it. I understand the occasion and what a moment it was for myself to get to go out there and experience everything today. But of course it's disappointing, but I'll look back with immense, proud, happiness. It was a hell of an occasion, and of course I wanted to win the match. It's just very difficult to do that, and in the last probably 4 or 5 games I really soaked it up and I did enjoy it.
James?
It looked like you were really consciously not running the serve clock down, but making sure to take your time at the service line. Was that more about you or more about him? Were you controlling something, or?
It's pretty tiring playing Novak. No, I've always tend to look at the serve clock. Just helps me concentrate and get in sort of more of a rhythm. Yeah, just little cues with the number, whatever it is, and it just makes me focus a bit more and take my time. And I always ask where the serve clock is. It sort of gives me something to look at. It's a small thing, but wasn't to do with him or to do with me. It was just that's sort of a thing I do.
Dan, can you just elaborate a bit on Novak's level today? Because it's not as if you did much wrong.
Yeah, I felt like I was always on the back foot. You guys have wrote enough about how good he is. It's like I'm not gonna, we're all singing off the same hymn sheet. Just so good coming forwards when he hits a deep ball. He's aware when you're on your back foot and he'll move you. I think the big thing is he served like a big server, but he's maybe 6'1", and today he served spots. I don't think he got over 130, but every serve was a spot, and then you've got his return game, which really sticks you under some pressure. So, I'd say if I had to sum it up, it felt, the tennis balls were back in my pocket very quickly, and they were stayed in there a long time.
Hi, Dan. I wanted to ask about your friend Andy Murray, who obviously isn't here this year. Some of the younger players have been talking about what an inspiration he's been to them coming into this tournament. As someone who's played a lot with him over the years, does it feel a bit like there's a Murray-shaped hole at Wimbledon this year?
Does it what?
Does it feel like there's a Murray-shaped hole at Wimbledon this year? Do you miss playing with him? Do you miss him at the tournament?
I don't know in what aspect he's going to come this year, but as a competitor, it's, when somebody retires, you always feel, you notice they're gone if it's where they used to sit in the locker room. But yeah, Andy's, listen, he was always around for the British guys and girls. It's not, not as if he's not in tennis anymore. He speaks to plenty of people, incredibly supportive of British tennis, and you know, we can't expect him to live his life around tennis when he's done that for the past however many years. You know, he's got a family, he's got kids. He needs to do whatever he needs to do outside of tennis, as well as, you know, it's not his job anymore to run British tennis at the forefront as a player. That's been passed over to somebody else, and I think, you know, it's great that what he did, but now it's, as I said, it's moved on, and it's you know, he's left such a big legacy.
David?
You said this might be the last time you play on this court. The age you are, the ranking you've got now, how do you go sort of, I don't know, whatever the next few months look like? How do you plan? Do you look at a goal? Do you try and find another one that would be what would keep you wanting to keep going?
Yeah, it's not. To be honest, I've been so you know, into this grass season. I've not really scheduled going forward. I need to sit down and need to look at what that looks like. Also, if I want to go away straight away, you know, I imagine after these few weeks, you know, this last month's been pretty. I'll be pretty tired whenever I, you know, look back and recap on it. So I guess it's important to just take a bit of time, rest. Yeah, the answer is I've not thought about it, basically, and there'll have to come a time where I make a plan. And yeah, I imagine qualifying for the US Open will probably be my goal if I had to, you know, put a stamp on it now. But I'm not. It's not really. There's a few things which I could play.
How do you reflect on this grass court swing? You've had some pretty encouraging results, and obviously a momentous day at the office today. Some good defence there in the first set. You feel like you have still got more to give?
Yeah, I think I've just got decent shot against, you know, the sort of tier below, you know, the top guys. Yeah, it's a step up in level today for sure, but I think I've still got some tennis in me, which was what I was looking for. It's been positive, no real negatives. You know, I would have loved to have took one of the tournaments a bit further on the grass, but you know, they're all tough players, and yeah, I just got to be positive about what's happened the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 weeks compared to what has been happening.
Just a quick one. Do you feel like the court played okay? I know a few players over the first few days have complained about it's been a bit slow. Some saying it played a bit like clay. Have you figured it out?
I can assure you Novak's shots didn't feel slow today. No, it was very good court. No, good court.
Any further, James?
Well, it's sort of the obvious question, Dan, but you said you might be your last time at centre court. Is there any feeling it might be your last time at Wimbledon?
I don't know. I've got to see what this year brings. As I said to David, it's, you know, after certain swings you sit back and you know, take count of everything. Have to decide at the end of the year. There'll definitely be some sort of, you know, a chat at the end of the year if I want to, what I want to do. Not with life, but you know, if it's still, if I'm able to do it, you know, it's not getting any easier, that's for sure. You know, waking up and after playing matches is hard now, and I'm not saying I can't walk when I wake up, but it's muscles hurt, etc. It's just not as easy as it used to be, without sounding Andy Murray-esque dramatic. Yeah, I'm not. You know, I can wake up, but it's just not as easy.
Sorry, just regardless of what you decide, are you glad that your dad was there in the box to see you today?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, probably rather play golf for 4 hours if I was him. Yeah, watch that. Yeah, it's nice he come back. He come with some friends, but yeah, it's No, it's good. It's good that not just my dad, that all my friends, you know, we got quite a few friends to come. It was